All right, doing a belt change. You've already identified that the belt is bad and you have a spare. Go ahead, cut. Make sure you cut close to here so you don't score the rear roller. Take off this rear cover first. It is a 5/32 hex head. Remove both these screws, one here, one here. Then your 3/16 hex. Remove 1, 2, 3, 4 of these screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. This cover pops off. Vacuum out here. Next, your rear roller. Rear rollers, 5/16. I don't count, I don't mark. I just put 2 threads on the back side. I'll show it later. Remove this bolt. Remove this bolt. Rear roller comes out. Vacuum out these 2 points. Pause. The next step is these rear walking board bolts. There's one on this side, one on this side. Take your 7/32, put it there. 9/16 on the nut on the inside. On the inside, there's going to be this nut and the washer. And then this bolt. Take pressure off of it to pull it out. The bolt's going to have a washer and a little plastic hat washer. Don't lose those. There's one on each side. Take this side off and then that side off. Pause. All right, go ahead, push play.
It is.
All right. There's a screw right here, which is a 3/16 head. Remove that screw. Then come to the opposite side, and you must remove both these screws. All right, pause. These have These have arrows inside, the direction. So this is, I'm gonna put it going from front to back. Treadmills go front to back. All right. All right, when lifting up this deck, you have to move the deck forward about 1 inch to clear these tabs. And then what we're gonna do is slide the belt. Make sure you grab the roller. I'm gonna move this forward. My arm goes through the belt, I grab the roller. On. Sometimes it goes easy, most of the times it doesn't. The tricky part is there's plastic little like washers in here. Make sure that you don't catch it on the edge. So put this part in slowly, right into this little groove right here. And then once this is in, make sure your belt's all aligned. Here's the trick. All right, come to this side. I always put some super lube on these walking deck bolts. Just right there, just a little bit. That way they come out easier next time. So, put your first one on back here. Bolt in, washer on this side, and then the nut. You're going to want to tighten this one down first, because once that roller gets in there, you ain't going to be able to do it. So we tighten this first. Not have to be too tight, just snug. Then we go up to the top for those 2 screws. Now they're not magnetic, so you kind of got to guide them in with your finger. They're just going into rubber, so be very careful and just snug. You don't need to over tighten those or drive those in, because the female threads will just tear inside the rubber if you overdo them. Snug it up. All right. Now, here's another trick. Tricks on tricks. Get a hammer or something to elevate this front roller and set it on top. That way it can move front to back as you put this rear roller in. So here's the trick. Once you put this rear roller in, you're not going to have access to that bolt. So make sure this bolt is put in and tight. Then slide your roller gently, don't scratch your deck. And then if you can come around,